Today I'm going to make a video for Boomer Chick 55 because I promised her I would make her a ravioli dish, but she doesn't like tomato sauce. She doesn't like the red sauce, so I'm going to make her something a little bit different. You use frozen raviolis. You don't have to make them from scratch. Let's not get crazy. But this is a recipe that I got from
me,
from Frankie. And you want to explain where you got the recipe from?
I got it from a restaurant called the Villa Penza, which is no longer there. It had been in the heart of Little Italy in New York, and it was my favorite place. And this was a dish I used to go there for specifically.
And they gave you the recipe.
And they gave me the recipe. And they closed down actually in about 1976, so it's been a long time.
Yeah.
So I've perpetuated their famous recipe.
Okay. A little trick about the pasta water. Don't put oil in it. A lot of the cooks I noticed, right? Didn't you notice that, Frankie? That a lot of cooks put oil in the water?
Big mistake.
You're not supposed to, because the oil, if you, let's say you're using like a red sauce, the oil will not allow the pasta to hold on to that sauce. So it's best not to use anything. I just put salt, and that's that. And I've never had a problem with the pasta.
You could put a little bit of lemon juice, actually.
Yeah,
works very
lemon
well.
juice. Now when you salt it like, what do they say in Italy?
Make it like the ocean.
Your pasta water should taste like the ocean, so don't be afraid to put salt. This is kosher salt, by the way. It's a little better to work with when it comes to cooking. So don't be afraid to use salt. It's not going to hurt you. It's not going to over-salt the pasta. And look, I got a little bit of this thing there. And you boil it to the directions. It's usually like, I don't know how many minutes, but it's usually about 8 to 10 minutes. So do it that way. Make sure you do the 8 to 10 minutes. Okay, while the raviolis are cooking, you're gonna, here, let me show you this. You're gonna melt a couple of sticks of butter, okay? After you've melted that, I always chop up my garlic ahead of time. So in here I have about, I think it's like a couple of heads of garlic that I chop finely, and then I put a little olive oil and I seal it in a little lock container. It's not a regular Tupperware because it has a silicone seal, so it gets no air or anything in it. You can find those at QVC too. Okay, you're going to put like, I like a lot of garlic. Do you like a lot of garlic, Frankie?
I love garlic.
You love garlic. Put a couple of teaspoons, which that would be, if you're chopping the garlic, put in about, I'd say 6 to 8 cloves of garlic, finely chopped. Put that in there. These go back in the fridge. And you've already melted 2 sticks of butter. You can use salted butter. My oven is preheated. And you're going to put your oven at around 400 to 450 because you're going to cook them quick. After they cook in the oven for, let's say, like 10 minutes, you're going to turn on the broiler and you're going to broil the top of them. But first I'm going to show you how to set them up. They're boiling away here and they need at least another 8 more minutes. I'm going to chop up a little bit of parsley because I like to throw a little parsley over it once it's done. And let me put this over here for now until I put it away. So I like to have a little parsley chopped up over it. You don't have to. You can use dried, but I don't like dried parsley that much. I very rarely use it. If I use parsley, it's always fresh. And just chop it up a little bit so it's a little minced. And you're going to add this after it's completely done, but it's good to get it out of the way while you're waiting for the pasta to cook. Okay. Okay, the parsley is ready. We're going to be filming.
We're filming.
We're filming. What are you filming? You're filming me boiling friggin' macaroni.
Stirring the pot.
Stirring the pot. Come here, I like to whack you with the spoon.
That's some spoon.
That's some spoon, right? Oof. Okay, so the butter's melted with the garlic in it. And let's add a few things to the garlic, only because I feel like it. You don't have to, but a little crushed red pepper.
Ooh,
right?
I like crushed.
Ooh,
Not too much. Not too much. Just
Not
a
too much, just a little?
Very little, because it's mostly a black pepper dish.
Yeah, that's it. Just a little. crushed red pepper. You don't have to put the crushed red pepper, but I like my food spicy.
Did we see? Let's get a close up here
Of what?
of what you're very in love with, your spice straw.
Oh, my spice straw. Oh, please. Spice straw. Why would I show my spice straw?
Because you like it.
I do. It's my favorite cabinet in the whole kitchen. Only because I was tired of going up here to get the goddamn freaking spices. That was ridiculous. That's actually called the spice cabinet. Okay, we're going to start draining these suckers. I use a Chinese strainer. Before I do that, I'm going to brush the bottom of the pan with a little butter. Okay? Look how the butter solidifies almost immediately because the pan's a little cool. Ah, I'm slapping butter everywhere. Don't worry, I got Frankie to clean it up. Yeah, that's going to happen.
You know another Frankie?
You know another Frankie? Okay. Put that there. Oops. Bake for 25 start. These, and you're gonna put the raviolis onto the platter. It should be one of these cookie sheets, they call them. I think they call them a sheet pan, whatever. And you know, has a little lip, has a lip to it, so nothing goes flying everywhere. And go. I had like something on my lip that was bothering me. That was gross.
Luckily you were off camera at the time.
Yeah, sure I was.
You are.
I was really good, and I don't have to edit that.
Got a tight shot on the raviolis.
Okay, tight shot on the raviolis, baby.
I'd rather have a tight shot of you.
Okay, we're going to shut that off now. We no longer need this boiling away here. I got them all out of there. Now you do one of these jammies. Spread them out. Move them out, spread them out.
I like them spread out.
I know you do, baby. Why is it everything you say has to have like a sexual undertone to it?
Because food and sex are near and dear to my heart.
You're an animal. Okay. Now you're going to take this butter, which I think I made too much butter, Frankie. Okay, but...
A lot too much.
Yeah, right? Well, we could save some of the butter for another dish. I can make it again because I have another bag of ravioli I didn't use, so I can make this as a little snack or something.
Should have clarified.
Frankie! No, it's actually, it's pretty good, the butter.
Okay.
It's not too much. So you see all the pieces of garlic in there and all that delicioso butter.
Should say
It smells
you
so
don't
good.
you don't totally fully cook the ravioli. You
No.
almost fully cook
Yeah,
them.
because it says like 12 minutes, but I give the ravioli like 8.
Because they have to finish cooking with this
then
recipe
you take a
in the
little
oven.
breadcrumb, and you're going to put some breadcrumb over it.
I'll give them a nice shot of what it looks like.
Yeah. I'm almost out of breadcrumbs. Remind me to pick them up. Okay?
Okay.
Almost cover it just lightly
Well,
with
move the breadcrumbs, okay? You got the breadcrumbs right in front of the film.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, but you're going to put the breadcrumb lightly over. That's why you should have filmed it from over there. I told you that when you didn't listen. Okay, see how nice the breadcrumb look? Is that pretty? And that gives it a nice little toasty top to it. This is wonderful. Okay, now you're going to take these suckers and you're going to put them in the oven at 4 to 450 for about 10 minutes and check them that you're not burning them. I'll let you know what they're supposed to look like when they're done.
A little slightly toasted on top, just
Yeah.
slightly.
Just slightly. I'll show you. Okay, this is what it's supposed to look like when it comes out of the oven. Just like that. The butter gets a little nutty, gets a little brown, the tops of the raviolis.
If you move
You
your
know.
hands, people can see it.
And I just move my hands. Okay, and I'm going to platter these up and show you something else that's supposed to be done after they are plattered. They're done. Now what you're going to do is you take some grated cheese. And Frankie, I always have a hard time opening this. I think whoever made this did it to torture me. Ah, I got it. Okay, take some grated pecorino, romano, whatever, and you just throw some over, which I like a lot of cheese, but
You can always put more on later.
you can always put more on later. Yeah. Put some cheese.
That's plenty.
That's good. Then you're going to take some fresh pepper and you're going to go over the whole thing. Okay? Then a little fresh parsley. Ah, beautiful. It's just beautiful. It makes me want to cry because I'm starving.
Serve that with a nice glass of Chardonnay,
Yeah.
and you've got a wonderful meal.
Ta-da! That's for you, Boomer. I hope you make it and I hope you enjoy it. It's very easy. It's really not hard at all. But there you go.